When the game gets rough, when the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Make we talk. When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. Hey, we're living in a world.
So people, make we talk. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. We're listening, watching from around the world and the Eastern Caribbean, wherever you are. Good afternoon to you. This is the Make We Talk program right here on the Make We Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. I want to say good afternoon to everyone. We're going to speak about... Aye boy. Hello, I want to send out this live. Okay, we get some more people on. We only have 10 people on the live now. Let's get some more people on the live. Send out this live to your friends and family. Your friends and family. Send out the live to your friends and family. Let us get some more people on this live right now. I tell you something, you know. When you sit back and you listen to what is going on, you know, what Fitz Bailey is saying, I want to find out from those people who came out to counter protesters in Washington, D.C. and in New York. Is this fake news that we are putting out? Because if you Google crisis DCP Bailey alarmed youth involvement in crime, go and Google that and you will see. I just want to say thanks to everyone who's coming on right now. Thank you all very much for coming on to the program. It has been a pleasure serving you, the ardent listeners of the Make We Talk program. Thank you all very much for coming on, because we are here to speak on what is going on in our country. Jamaica is in a crisis that we can't even figure out what is really going on. We need help with hurricane relief fund, and the crime situation is out of whack in the country. The crime situation is out of whack in the country. This is what Deputy Commissioner of Police Fitz Bailey said, Deputy Commissioner of Police Fitz Bailey in charge of crime Fitz Bailey believe that a crisis extended among the youth are worrisome as youth involvement in crime under the age of 18 and under. Mr. Bailey went on to say some 3,621 young people were murdered by other young people in Jamaica. This is a crisis. 2,745 of our citizens were shot and injured by young people. And then rape 1,846 young people, 18 and under, were responsible for over 10,000 injury and assault, from firearm offense to other offenses in the country. Some 3,621 young people were killed in Jamaica. Now tell me something now. That's for sure, you know. Want to see what happens now? They keep on saying that crime is going down. So if crime is going down, although this didn't say what period this happened, it didn't say. But I want you to listen to what Fitz Bailey said. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Send this video out. Share the live feed. Share the live feed. Fitz Bailey is very alarmed of what is going on in the country. I want you to listen to what Mr. Bailey said at a high school in St. Elizabeth before the hurricane hit. And it's very alarming. This is what Mr. Bailey said.
1,621 of your brothers and your sisters, your cousins, your neighbor were killed by young people between 18 and under. That's a crisis in a population of just about 3 million. Thousand 621 of your brothers and your sisters, your cousins, your neighbor were killed by young people between 18 and under. That's a crisis in a population of just about 3 million.
In a population of about 3 million people, the young people have killed each other in this country. Is this the nation that talk about live, work, and raise family? I want you to listen to some more of what exactly the gentleman was speaking about. Let me get this thing up here that you can listen to it, because when we come out and we speak about these things, people say that we're spreading fake news and propaganda news. And I want you all to listen to something here. By the way, there's a letter that Mr. Rattigan wrote. Let me not get into that, because I am writing a similar letter too. Because people believe that they can go around and threaten people and get away with it. Listen to what Mr. Bailey said. Some serious things going on in this country.
Part of the issue that we are facing is that the public need.
No, hold on there. Sorry, not this one. Sorry. I do apologize about this. Hope you can hear this. Hold on for me, please. Just one moment, please. Hmm. It start out, Mr. Bailey said, with us as citizens of the country. We realized that when we were growing up, anybody could talk to us and we listen. Nowadays, these young people, you talk to them and tell you how much string God make you up. This is serious crisis in this country. And I want you to listen to some more of Mr. Bailey said. Hold on for me. Listen to this, please.
3,621 young people were killed by young people. What a crisis. 2,745 of our citizens were shot and injured by young people. And then raped 1,846 young people 18 and under were responsible for over 10,000 incidents of assault. For firearm offences, it was in excess of 7,000. And so it is important for us to understand that there's an urgent need for change, empowerment, and for a renewed sense of purpose among the young people. It starts with making conscious choices that leads to positive outcomes.
The nation is in crisis. Hold on for me, please. I have a call. Don't move for me. One moment for me, please. Let me answer this call from my good friend. Please don't move. One moment for me, please. And that is why we need to ask the question over again. And I think I must apologize to you. I had to take that call from our counselor and good friend, Mr. Wilfred Radigan. Yesterday, I had a program and I spoke about what is going on in the country. Now, today, we're speaking about a crisis beyond proportion that is happening in our country, where our young people have taken up guns and believe that the power lies behind the trigger of a gun. And we're in crisis in this country. I may not have the amount of people I want to have on the program listening to me, but that's okay. We're going to talk. Our nation is in crisis. We're in, and I keep on saying this to you all on this program, that if a government can't secure its people, if a government can't provide basic health care, security, education, health, and jobs for its people, then there is something fundamentally wrong with the governing of a country. And when you have our young people killing each other, Jamaica is in crisis. And the time we take coming on other people's social media platform and criticizing and saying we must leave Prince Andrew or Mr. Golden alone or whosoever alone, and the Minister of National Insecurity and the Minister of Injustice, Delroy Truck, Jamaica is in serious crisis. Our nation is going down a slippery path and a slippery slope. When you have young people ages 18 and under. Let me read it again, and my sister, you can go Google it. For the naysayers who love to come over here, go Google it. For the nincompoops who used to come over here, go Google it. For the people who have termite eaters in the brain, go Google it. Deputy Superintendent of Police, Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of crime, Fitz Bailey, says some 3,621 young people were murdered in Jamaica by other young people. We are in crisis, Mr. Bailey said. He said some 2,746 of our citizens were shot and injured by young people in our country. Jamaica is in crisis. Then he went on to say, rape 1,846 people was raped by young people in our country. Jamaica is in crisis. Some 10,000 incident and assault for a firearm offensive. Jamaica is in crisis. And whether we want to believe it, yes or no, is either we take up this country in our hand and lead Jamaica in the direction it's supposed to lead. Because the two political parties can't lead this country. Every year they come and every 5 years they come with some stupidness and some lie. I will make a sleep with the windows and door open. How many Jamaicans can sleep with the windows and door open? If you can't provide, let me say something here. You know. You see, if you have factories in our country and you provide jobs for our people and they don't want to work, then you can't blame government, you know. You can't blame government. But when you have a country where a government can't provide jobs for its people, you need to get some factories in the country, Prime Minister. The Deputy Commissioner of Police is saying that Jamaica is in crisis. When you have some 3,621 young people murdered in this country by other young people. And that's a crisis. You have 2,746 of our citizens were shot and injured by young people in this country. Jamaica is in crisis. And then raped 1,846 young people under the age of 18 were responsible for what is going on in the country to come on to rape. Jamaica is in a crisis. And for those who believe that your party is doing enough to solve Jamaica's crime pandemic on both sides of the fence, then something wrong with all of you. Let me make something clear this afternoon. That if we as Jamaicans do not stand up for this piece of rock that we call home, whether we live outside of Jamaica or we live inside of Jamaica, we don't stand up for Jamaica, then I don't know who will. The nation is not no longer knocking behind Haiti's back door. We're knocking behind the Congo's back door, I believe. Go and Google what Fitz Bailey is saying. And Mr. Bailey, you allow those people of the Vumvavi in the parliament to let you tell lie to the Jamaican people too about the true figures of the crime in the country. It seems as if Mr. Bailey was at some church preaching. And he went on to say that some 3,621 young people were killed by other young people in Jamaica. That's a crisis. $2,746 of our citizens were shot and injured by young people in this country. That's a crisis. Jamaica is in a crisis. Where are the men and women of tomorrow? If they are not involved in lot of scamming, now there's a news item I want to play for you. Who is not involved in lot of scamming? Who is involved in lot of scamming? Involved in all sorts of things. The police in Westmoreland sees how much gun. Look at this.
Between 3:30 and 6 p.m. today's date, the Westmoreland police conducted a series of targeted operations at gangs, gangsters, and wanted men. During one of these operations within the Morgan's Bridge police area, these two high-powered rifles were recovered, along with 2 magazines and 49 rounds of ammunition. 2 level 3 ballistic vests were also recovered. But the police believe that these weapons and ballistic vests were recently used in incidents of crime within the Morgan's Bridge area, and that these weapons are part of the arsenal of the Kings Valley gang. The recovery of these weapons will surely put a dent in the gang activities within the space. The Westmoreland police continues to work assiduously targeting gangs, gangsters, and wanted men in an effort to make the Westmoreland division a safer place.
To make the Westmoreland division a safer place. Mr. Bailey obviously was speaking at a church.
1,621 of your brothers and your sisters, your cousins, your neighbor were killed by young people between 18 and under. That's a crisis in a population of just about 3 million.
Hmm? 18 years and under in a population of about 3 million people. I wish the Deputy Commissioner of Police had given us in what period this happened. 3,621 people, young people, were murdered in Jamaica by other young people. That's a crisis indeed. Is it that we are creating a nation of gangsterism, cronyism, nepotism, and corruption in this country? Then young people is involved in a lot of scamming. Listen to this.
It's a problem the authorities have been tackling for decades.
You won $2.8 million and a 2016 custom built Mercedes-Benz.
The impact has been devastating.
Scamming has brought in a younger generation of people involved in breaching the law.
But what's being done about it?
We have done probably 39 extraditions since that time. And right now we have 6 extraditions for this calendar, for this fiscal year, 3 for this calendar year.
That's Swindled, a Primetime News in Focus report coming soon.
You hear that? They're going to do a documentary on lot of scamming in Jamaica. Because these young people believe in the get quick scheme. We have to get our money, we have to flash with the Hennessy. Huh? This is the nation that the Prime Minister of Jamaica boasts about prosperity and say crime going down. And the Minister of National Insecurity and Injustice, Harris Chan, along with the Minister of National Injustice, Delroy Chuck. When you have a government and a leader where his statutory declaration cannot be verified or cannot be whatever, in which modern democracy that can happen and you continue to lead the nation? In which modern democracy the crime could be going out of whack and the Minister of National Security still remain Minister of National Security in insecurity? In which modern democracy can you have a DPP who admitted to tainted jurors and still remain DPP because she, hello, then take with a fool. A Paula still running the DPP officer, she run things down there. In which modern democracy can you have 2 permanent secretaries running a government entity? Where the Minister of Culture, Olivia Babsy Grange, came out and talked and said that she have two permanent secretaries in her ministry. Is this the country that they keep on saying that the people's on social media, the bloggers on social media, they're spreading propaganda news? So we're spreading propaganda news when we hear out of Olivia Babsy Grange's mouth that she has 2 permanent secretaries in her ministry? Huh? And who want to track who? And who see who the water flowers from who now water flowers? And getting money under false pretense. Jamaica is in a crisis. When you have a Minister of Finance, obviously he became a weather reporter, telling us why we didn't get the catastrophe ban or whatever ban they want to call it. While the people of our country is in crisis, the people of St. Elizabeth right now need water. They need water. They need a roof over their head. Some of them want to build back their homes. while our country, according to the Deputy Commissioner of Police, he came out swinging, but he can't swing. He want to swing like how Rowan James swinging and don't care. Fitz Bailey, come and tell the people of Jamaica the truth. How much Jamaicans have been murdered in this country? Give us the true figure. Is this the true figure of some 3,621 young people were murdered by other young people in this country? Is this the true figure, Fitz Bailey? Is it the true figure of 2,745 of our citizens were shot and injured by young people in this country? Is that the true figure, Fitz Bailey? And rape of 1,846 young people, 18 and under, were responsible for rape in this country? Is this a true figure, Mr. Bailey? Is this the country of the Governor General brag about? Of a 2030 vision to live, raise, and work, work and raise family. The Minister of Finance believes that the Jamaican people are a bunch of idiots, you know. But we're going to dig deep in this. I'm going to ask questions of the Minister of Finance. Who are the investors in the insurance policy that you insure Jamaica under? Who are the investors? Who are the people who put up the money? And did you get a lawyer in the negotiation, sir? Did you have a lawyer in the negotiation, sir? Did you read the fine prints of the document you signed, Minister Nigel Clark, Jamaica's world-class Minister of Finance? Did you take a person who knows about Jamaica's weather pattern? Did you take that person in there? You're using taxpayers' money of some 10 million US dollars a year. And 150 million US dollars for insurance policy. And the people of Jamaica not getting 1 red cent. And when you call them over here, and they're afraid of Rattigan and they're afraid of Tavares. So they're not coming on our show. Some 3,621 young people were murdered in Jamaica by other young people. My God. My God. Why hast thou forsaken Jamaica? Why are those so far from helping the nation of Jamaica, Father God? When will you let Pharaoh let your people go, Lord? When will you let Pharaoh let your people go, Lord? When will you let someone lead your people through the wilderness over to the through the Red Sea over to Canaan land? When will you let the Jamaican people stand up and say to the government of the day, enough is enough? I want to play something for you. A Kenyan politician got up in the Parliament of Kenya and gave a speech that I think the Jamaican politicians on both sides of the fence should listen to. As I said before on this platform many times, that we will not sit idly by and shut our mouths. I must find the speech that the late Nelson Mandela gave. He said he's prepared. He believed in an ideal. And an ideal he believes in, that he's prepared to die for the ideal he believes in. I'm not quoting it properly, but there's something like that he said. When the young people of Kenya decided had enough of what the Parliament of Kenya believe, that a Fidem Parliament, like how the government of Jamaica believes a Fidem Parliament and the Jamaican people Parliament, the young people of Kenya took to the streets in Kenya for how many days? Now, I'm not suggesting that the Jamaican people must do that. So don't get me wrong. Just showing you something. The Kenyan people, young people, got up and said enough is enough. You know what they did? Went on the streets for days. It prompted the Kenyan government to hold meetings and reverse back their tax hike. In 2014, when I returned back to Jamaica, every single Thursday, Petrojam raised their gas price in Jamaica. Want to hear what happened the other day? Hurricane passed through on Thursday, Petrojam still raised the gas price. The Kenyan politician get up in Kenya and he spoke to his colleagues in the Kenyan parliament, and I want you all to listen to this. And I hope the Jamaican parliamentarians will listen to this. Not all of them stay in the parliament house, some of them stay. There are some decent ones in there. Jamaica is in a crisis, a very serious crisis. Listen to what the Kenyan politician had to say to the Kenyan people.
It is we politicians who go and buy 2 million tons, 2 million metric tons of maize. We come and sell. We bring 3 million metric tons of sugarcane. Mumias is dying. Chemelil is dying. Sony Sugar is dying. Those are factories that used to employ people. Who are the biggest dealers of investment companies in Kenya? We, the political class. What happened to Kenya Airways? Look at it now. It's smelly, filthy. It was the pride of Africa. Who runs Kenya Power? Why are we not told who are the owners of the independent power suppliers of this country? Why are we not being told who owns our national parks? But you hear money is being stolen by none other than the elite and the political class. These people out here are tired. These people are tired. I was crying this morning today because we are messing up a good thing. We are messing up this country. Who wants to be a refugee? And there's enough for you people to eat, so long as you eat with manners. The revenue we collect is enough to run 8 African countries: Kenya, Rwanda, Burundi, Tanzania. You go to Congo, you go to South Sudan, you go to Somalia, and you go to Ethiopia. That's what our goddamn budget is. Just manage it, don't steal it. A few people are stealing too much. These kids out here, they know everything. They know your houses. They know where your kids go to school. They know which properties of land you have. Why must somebody have 4 million acres of land to his name? What happened to our mentality? Then we pretend and run to churches talking about Christianity, how Jesus... Do you understand what you are dealing with? The people out here don't even believe in God anymore. The people out here are tired of the lies, the religious organizations. And I have to say this, I'm a Catholic. I was so happy I saw the Papal Nuncio talk about the issues of a country. Let us forget that we can run this country as tribes. Let us accept that there is a new sheriff in town. That sheriff is the GNC. They are partyless, they are tribeless, they don't have money, they just have bundles and a phone. And they'll stop this country to move. I would like to plead with the members of this House when it comes to looking at what role our committees are playing. Look at what happens. I want to thank my brothers Sifuna, my brother Chirargei. I want to thank Madam Dulo. These are, many of you may not know, we've never discussed it here. How many times we've been threatened that we are raising issues about county governments losing billions. I mean, who doesn't know how many governors own apartments and houses in Kilimani Road? Each one of them owning an apartment costing 1.5 billion shillings. Why didn't the fool just go and build a hospital where he comes from? How I wished we stole the money and put it at home. Some of them are going to Dubai. People are going to America. You see on social media. I just saw somebody commenting saying that the senators got nothing to do. I want him to tell me how he bought a Bentley and is an MP. Explain to me, how does somebody, the truth is, I'm born with advantage and privilege. That is the truth. I saw my father driving a big car when I was a small boy. That is not what drives me. What drives me is, how do you get a member of parliament driving a Mercedes that costs 49 million shillings? And we are watching, and that is normal. And it is okay. And it is okay. Shame on us. Then we make sure this money doesn't go to the schools. We make sure that hospitals have no money. We start building hospitals now. We want the poor people to come to those hospitals. Poor people can't come to Nairobi Hospital. They can't come to Aga Khan. Some of them can't afford Kenyatta. You saw the other day, Kenyatta has a debt of 6.6 billion. The Eldoret Hospital, Eldoret KTRH, has a debt of 3.9 billion. When you ask, they tell you we don't know where the money went. Are we fools? Do we need to buy houses which have got 15 bedrooms and drive 19 cars and put them in your parking lot, and you want 10,000 acres of land? You want a ranch? You fools, you go and buy a ranch in Australia. This is where we are. We keep blaming the police. The policeman cannot do anything. Have we ever gone as a Senate to go and see where the police lives? How he takes his kids to school and his salary is 19,000. And this House has to start thinking about those things. We guys must begin, and we ladies and gentlemen in this House must begin to agree that we can reduce our salaries, that we can drive smaller cars, that we can wear counters. In fact, the only thing I'm very annoyed about the president, I'm the one who started wearing counters. Now he has given Kaunda a bad name. I want Kenyans to love Kaundas the way I loved them. Let us wake up, Kenyans. We can't play football. Money comes from FIFA, it is eaten. World Rally Championship, money comes from there, it's eaten. You go, you want Kenya Lawn Tennis Association, they only want 50,000 to hold an international tennis tournament. Not even the minister appears there. But when the minister is traveling out of the country, he's got how many people? Private jet, goes to Dubai, books one of those hotels, luxury hotels, and he comes back to Nairobi with the same 9 people he took with a private jet. And you assume that the Gen Zs don't know. These days they track you. They can know which private jet you took, where it went, and how it came back. Many of us are worried because either because of history or because of what has happened, we have got a lot of money now, we are owning so much land. Please allow us to have spatial planning. Your land, we can have an implemented law in this House to protect your even identity. But please don't stop stealing public land. Let us have mercy at our people. You saw people from Eldoret and Kakamega talking about, our chambers which our grandfathers left for us. Now you guys who are MPs and senators, you come, you chase us away, and then you throw us into court. You go and bribe the courts. And I want to talk about the judiciary. We respect you. We know that you are most of the time under the pressure. We know there are certain things which you can even be blackmailed. But we want to hold you at a higher standard. We must hold the judiciary at a higher standard, the legislators at the higher standard, and make sure the president is also at the higher standard. That is how we can move as a country and stop this nonsense. We behave like monkeys running through a forest looking for bananas without knowing whether it's the bananas they want or it's oranges. I really, really want to say this, Madam Speaker, finally. I was nearly giving up on my country. I have changed my mind because of today. The young men who are fighting for this country have done us proud. Let us treat them with dignity. Let us make sure we engage them. Let us stop doing the things which make them angry, desperate, and upset with the ruling class. The truth is, if this country breaks down, it takes all of us down. I can tell you, I was in South Sudan when we were doing the comprehensive peace agreement. I visited as a minister, as a young minister, to go and do what was called a referendum. I've been to Khartoum. I have been to Mali. I've been to a country in West Africa. I'll remember the name, Madam Speaker. You look at how people have been treated.
I hope that the parliamentarians of this country that we call Jamaica listen to that speech. And the man end by saying, the senator is a senator in the African, in Kenya's parliament. He end by saying that he hope that parliamentarians show respect to the people. I want you to listen to another video here to show you that the politicians of Jamaica don't respect the Jamaican people. And that is why this pastor lady here from the Baptist Union Church went on to say this. I'm going back to the whole thing with what Fitz Bailey said about the 3,621 young people who murdered in this country by their own pair. Listen to this.
Moses listened, Moses heard, and Moses treated the matter with the respect it deserves. How different from what we see today in leadership, in state and in church. Whether church or society, our leaders are too big to listen to your little petty demand. We don't have any time to hear you. You're not important enough. But time come for us to rid ourselves of the arrogance. It is time for us to rid ourselves of the arrogance exercised by the gatekeepers and the enforcers who have beaten the word of God into weapons of injustice, weapons of inequity, and weapons of gross iniquities. Some of us, and many of you, can attest to the arrogance that you have experienced at the hands and the pen strokes and the taps of leaders and those in positions of power who determine your future by denying you your rights in the present.
By denying you your rights in the present.
Moses listened, Moses heard, and Moses treated the matter with the respect it deserves. How different from what we see today in leadership, in state and in church. Whether church or society, our leaders are too big to listen to your little petty demand. We don't have any time to hear you. You're not important enough. But time time come for us to rid ourselves of the arrogance. It is time for us to rid ourselves of the arrogance exercised by the gatekeepers and the enforcers who have beaten the word of God into weapons of injustice, weapons of inequity, and weapons of gross iniquities. Some of us, and many of you, can attest to the arrogance that you have experienced at the hands and the pen strokes and the taps of leaders and those in positions of power who determine your future by denying you your rights in the present.
By denying you your rights in the present. For far too long we see these people calling on Jamaicans to apologize to Prime Minister. There's a video circulating on social media with a taximan apologizing to the Transport Authority. Let me tell you something, you know. I think Duppy know for frightened, you know. Because this is one boy, you know, who, when he says something, and you know, if he knows it's the truth, I stand by my words, you know. I stand by my words. Let me call you back. I'm live on here. Let me call you back. I stand by my word. If I know what I said is the truth, I stand by my word. Nobody get me apologize. And if I say something, and that's how I feel, I'm going to say it. Our people, our Jamaican people, it's time for you all to get a copy of the Charter of Fundamental Rights. Know your rights as a Jamaican citizen in your own country. Stop let these government entity that is run by a dictator telling you what to do and what not to do. Wake up, people. $3,621 young people in Jamaica has been murdered by the other young people in our country. And you don't hear nothing from Jamaica's world-class leader as a prime minister. You hear nothing from the Minister of Injustice or the Minister of National Insecurity. Our nation is in crisis. The topic for today, Jamaica is in crisis. Some 3,621 young people were murdered by other young people. That's a crisis, according to Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of crime, Fitz Bailey. He went on to say 2,745 of our citizens were shot and injured by young people. Huh? And then rape. 1,846 young people, 18 years and under, were responsible for over 10,000 incidents of assault for firearm offense. It was exerted of over 7,000. Now tell me something now. Is this the country? Yes, you're so right, Juliet. I believe the figures that Fitz Bailey gave us is not the true figures. If me to work somewhere, you know. That's why I may ask Almighty God to bless me with my own business, you know. Because me can't work for somewhere. And as a citizen, me can't tell the Jamaican people the true figure of the crime in this country. Because the government in charge must look good. Meanwhile, me who would try secure the people, I put in my life at risk because what happened? I don't have no ballistic vest. I have no gun. I have no proper uniform, no shoes, nothing. The same bus and taxi drivers that I harass in the days, I would take for them taxi, for them car for go home. The same gunman, them whom they hunt down, if they hunting down any. They know some have no car. And how much billions of dollars is being given to the Jamaica Constabulary Force, the Ministry of National Security. And yet, our men and women don't have the proper facilities and the proper ballistic vests. And when you speak about these things that they say you're talking propaganda news. We don't own nothing in our country anymore. They sell out Air Jamaica. They sell out our ports. They sell out our airports. They thief in our lands and selling it to the people of the Vumvava and the Vumvavi and the people of Upper St. Andrew. Our nation is in crisis. Some 3,621 young people were murdered in Jamaica by other young people. Jamaica is in crisis. And when those people went down to Jamaica, who call themselves patriotic Jamaicans and from the diaspora, we not talk to them about the crime in the country. But we not cut off Wilfred Rattigan neck and Jeffrey Tavares neck. Because we're speaking the truth. And I want to be a doctor who's in the diaspora up here, who want to run for some seat in Clarendon, calling us all kind of name. May God help you. Because if you not put politics over your country, then something is wrong with you. But we are treasonous. A chance if you know the meaning of treasonous or treason. Where are these young people getting guns from? Huh? My God. My God. Why hast thou forsaken Jamaica? My God. My God. Why hast thou forsaken Jamaica? Listen to what Mr. Bailey said. Like he was at some church preaching. And he loves to preach the gospel, you know. There's nothing wrong in preaching the gospel because only Almighty God can help us. But I want you to listen to this.
1,621 of your brothers and your sisters, your cousins.
There, I can play it back over if I can hear properly.
1,621 of your brothers and your sisters, your cousins, your neighbor were killed by young people between 18 and under. That's a crisis in a population of just about 3 million.
The Deputy Commissioner of Police, in his speech to a congregation somewhere, okay, what I'm being told, he was speaking at a recent graduation at the Malvern High School in St. Elizabeth. The Magati High School in St. Elizabeth, rather. Huh? And the man went on to say, some 3,621 young people were murdered in Jamaica by other young people. That's a crisis, Deputy Commissioner of Police said. Some 2,745 of our citizens were murdered, were shot and injured by other young people. Jamaica is in a crisis. We're in a crisis. And we better wake up in this country. As I said yesterday, that the change that we seek as a people will never come from the two political parties in this country. The change that we seek as Jamaicans will have to come from us as Jamaicans. That is the change that we seek. The change have to come from we. You only believe, said Dr. Chang no resign. Which honorable thing? Chang will never resign. And I bet you any money that if election call and the Labour Party go back in, Chang remain as Minister of National Insecurity. I understand it too that they rent guns in Jamaica. And the question must be asked of the JCF and the Minister of National Insecurity. When you seize guns from raids and all those things you have, same way you call the media for say to seize the gun. Why don't you call the media for say to get rid of the guns them? Why you all don't call the media and say, okay, we melt up all the guns, we have a place that melt guns? Why don't you do that? The Minister of National Insecurity, Dr. Chang, you're the worst Minister of National Insecurity this country have ever seen. Why you not calling the media? When you know all seize guns, and you get rid of the guns them, what are the guns you want to get rid of? What the guns then disappear to? Going back out on the streets. Going back out on the streets. Crisis. What is going on in this country? This country of ours that we call Jamaica is in a crisis. And a very serious crisis if we don't do something about it. I want to open up the phone lines. If I don't have anybody calling, I'm going to close the program. Didn't plan to have a long program this afternoon. But I want you all to continue fighting for this rock. Before we go, I want you all to listen to what is going on, where some of our Jamaican people are still without lights. There's no light. JPS put on no light in the country all now. Some part of the country. And I want you all to listen to this. Hold on there. I see something here where it just came into my phone. Let me see if I hear something here. JPS expected power outage. Whoa, hold on there. Hold on there. Oh, that's not it. Sorry, that's not it. You heard wearing the New York CG. Okay, there is something coming into our phone here. Curfew imposed on section of Spanish Town. A 48-hour curfew have been imposed in section of Homestead and McVille Lane area in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. The curfew began at 6 p.m. on Thursday and remain in effect until 6 p.m. on Saturday. During the curfew, all people within the boundaries are required to remain within their premises unless otherwise authorized by the ground commander. Meanwhile, the St. Catherine North Police has listed several men as wanted. Bangarang, in Jesus' name we pray. Have mercy upon this nation of ours. Something no look good, something no smell good. Meanwhile, people are still crying out that they don't have any water. They don't have any light. The people of St. Elizabeth need water and light. Hold on there. How would I get on your Jesus? Jamaica Labour Party Deputy General Secretary Charles Sinclair has called out the People's National Party Mark Golden for a statement that no other opposition parliamentarians under the investigation. Bangarang, when you hear you now. Hold on, let me play this. Charles Sinclair say he look like a liar at the tell. Listen to this.
Service should concerning the issue Enrichment and Integrity Commission investigations. The fact is, it's virtually impossible for the PNP president to state with any certainty that no parliamentarian on his side is under probe. As far as I'm aware, the commission does not, as a matter of practice, write to individuals and state specifically that they are under probe for illicit enrichment. It's important that the country be clear that concerning this matter, the PNP and its president have been up to mischief and have been attempting to mislead the people for their own political gain and advantage.
That is found now and can be able to.
So hold on now, Charles Sinclair.
Continues to mislead and spread mischief.
Stop it. So, Mr. Charles Sinclair, you're a Deputy General Secretary of the Jamaica Labour Party. Can you name the 6 parliamentarians? Or the 61 public officials who are on investigation by the Integrity Commission? Me not care if PNP have none in it. The Jamaican people must know the truth. Because if it was some people who live below Crossroad who are on an investigation for illicit enrichment, then he would have gone abroad already. We paying these people with taxpayers' money in this country. We paying them to rob us blind. And at the end of the day, we don't know what's going on. And I don't have no faith in the Integrity Commission. None whatsoever. I have no faith in the Integrity Commission. Like I have no faith in the Ministry of National Insecurity. I don't believe nothing that they come out and tell the Jamaican people. But I want you to listen to this. Because people are still crying out that they want water. But before we even listen to that, Jamaica's world-class tourism minister said that the country is open. Listen to what he said.
That's what resilience is about. Because we're able to say to the world, you can come to Jamaica. I said that. And people say, oh my God, what is wrong with you? I said, of course we can come. 80% of our assets are intact and we are ready for you. The 4th of July, we started receiving visitors again. And yesterday, we brought in a total in 6 days of 55,000 visitors.
You hear? All them thinking about, is to make sure that the tourism sector is open up, while our people perish away. Listen to what this lady is saying. JPS, JPS, the amount of money that JPS collect from the Jamaican people on a daily basis. If we should know the true figures, how is it that they can't get the light up and going in some part? I know St. Elizabeth is going to take a long time in St. Elizabeth. I agree with that. But other part of the country, man, how taking so long for it to open up the people and get the light? In other part of the country, it's taking a long while for the people to get the light. Listen to what this lady said. It's not funny, but Lord help me, Lord. Listen to this.
Me have to sleep naked at night time to me at 1 week now no light. I chew me come on road me put on that frack. So me Sunday I'll know he's still in a shorts. Me have to cook me food earlier date evening time because me no want eat mosquito and fly.
That's just the story of one of the residents in Dover St. Mary. And it's not peculiar to her alone or to that section of the island. The pain follows the passage of Hurricane Beryl, which has left the Light and Power Company carrying out extensive work on its systems to bring back the hundreds of thousands of Jamaicans on the national grid. But despite their efforts, residents have grown frustrated. It's why as early as a Friday morning, residents in Dover lit tires and used other debris to stage a protest. They have been out of the service for over 1 week.
You see, at night time, you can't even put your hand out the door, you can't even see your own hand.
We understand, say, government is trying to put the light back on the main. We're on the main. We have to go to work. We things now fridge must spoil. Like 10 days. 10 days, today make 10 days and there's no light and nobody said anything to us. And the problem is it's not that major where poles are done, nothing like that. It's a simple wire need to be reattached.
My son all afraid at night time. Make him afraid of forcing my witness there something. So JPS no need to come do something better. Me tired for fun. A cardboard me have to use at night time a fan. Me tired.
For them, security is of a major concern.
From the other day, a peer killing a go on here, so we're not safe none time at all. So we want the light as urgent, so we are called upon JPS.
Dangerous getting very dangerous. And I have my kids, them, I have my son, I have my children, them. So I need the light. JPS, I need the light. JPS is Jamaica people stress. We want stress, we want light today.
Media and Public Relations Manager at JPS, Audrey Williams, says a team from the power provider was on location and spoke with the residents. They have committed to restoring power to that area within the next 24 to 48 hours. Nakinsky Robinson, TVJ News.
Lord have mercy upon us all. I don't care who want to track me now. Me show me not gone the other way, so who want to track me for them business? You know hear what's going on? The people that need light. Anyway, I'm willing to take about 2 or 3 calls. The Minister of Tourism said the country is open. 5,000 or 50,000 tourists came to Jamaica since the hurricane gone. And I'm going to tell that. Go tell the person in the parliament that Mr. Golden said not me. Because whether somebody in the PNP or nobody in the PNP is an investigation, neither here nor there to me. Because me not say this, not one single soul shall go to prison in this country. Good afternoon, caller. Welcome to the Make We Talk program.
Good afternoon, Jeffrey. I understand St. Elizabeth will be out of light for a while, but Brompton Friespen, in Brompton Lane is just one pole, one post down and the wire hanging, they can at least go in Brompton Lane and restore the current because there's no a lot of wire hanging in Brompton Lane. They need to go to Brompton and assess the people them. They are human like everybody else because what they are doing the light coming down. But they can do little here and little there and let everybody get a taste of it because people have.
I'm going to take up for them in a darling. I'm going to say something to you. Based on what I know, that JPS run the light system in an angle where sometimes me personally understand it. We do not know where Brompton power plant coming from. Maybe Brompton come from somewhere else where there's a major damage. We don't know.
But the problem is Brompton on a whole don't have a lot of wires down. That's what I'm trying to say.
We understand what you're saying. We understand what you're saying.
Okay.
That's what you're saying. But it all depends on what angle.
I get it.
What substation does Brompton get their light from? And I think what JPS need to do is explain to the people of Jamaica how
that's correct.
How the light is being run, because I know in Westmoreland, Paradise is where some of the light come from. Meanwhile, some part of Westmoreland light come from Montego Bay. You see? So they need to explain to the people of Jamaica how they distribute the light. Maybe Brompton is getting it from somewhere else that is badly damaged. We don't know. I'm just saying it. Don't tell me take no for anybody. I don't take no for anybody.
Well, you may be right on that, but what I'm trying to say, Sandy Ground have light, Black River have light. Brompton is just minor. So from Sandy Ground have light and Black River have light, it shouldn't. Oh Lord, it shouldn't be a problem. I'm saying it shouldn't be a problem to connect Brompton. The heat is at its highest with everybody. If I even liquor here, liquor there, if the problem is not major, if the problem is not, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Sorry.
If the problem is not major, can somebody, as I said, explain to the Jamaican people what is happening so that they can have a better understanding of what is what? But everybody keeps silent. The only time you hear them come out and say something is when they are in desperate need of people to vote. That's the only time. Come on, we all are one. Just let us unite as one and treat the Jamaican people appropriately. Treat them like they are all human. Treat us like we are all human and we stand somewhere. Let us feel like we're standing somewhere. We are in the middle of the sea, nothing to hang on to. Jeffrey, have a good day.
Thank you, my dear, for calling in.
Okay, sir.
I tell you something, you know. If you don't believe that, then people of Jamaica who is in power, respect we, no make a sad mistake. They sell out JPS, a certain political party, sell Jamaica Public Service Company to a man who came from the United States, bankrupt and not have no money. And he sell JPS for little or nothing. When the man done with JPS, he couldn't pay off the American government for the money when he owed them for back taxes. And go back to Texas, go own a power plant in Texas. While the Jamaican people suffer. You believe it in the love way. They couldn't borrow some money since they was borrow money from the Chinese. Borrow some money and build a power plant for Jamaica, a solar power plant for this country. And let the people of Jamaica have proper lighting system. Jamaica is the only country in the Western Hemisphere that pay high taxes and high electricity rate. Yeah, they come on, oh, we love you, Mama love you, and Prince Andrew love you. A time for we wake up in the country and smell the roses. I'm not love way. And if you call on JPS to come on this program, Because you're not a certain radio station, according to a friend of mine who told my good friend Wilfred Rattigan. Remember, you're on mainstream media, you're on mainstream media. I tell you something. Whoa. I tell you something. I throw the whole buckle up here. I tell you something. We're going to try and do our best to get somebody to come and talk to the members of the Jamaican diaspora what is going on in Jamaica when it comes on to the hurricane relief and so forth. When I say I can get somebody to come talk, especially maybe I should get somebody from St. Elizabeth. I don't know. I'm going to see if I can do that. Anyone want to call into the program? The numbers are 954-529-8030. If not, we're going to call it an afternoon. We're talking about the crisis that the country is in. When the Deputy Commissioner of Police came out and said over 3,621 young people were murdered in Jamaica by other young people. That's a crisis. Fitz Bailey went on to say that 2,745 of the citizens, of our citizens rather, were shot and injured by young people and then raped. 1,846 young people, 18 and under, were responsible for over 10,000 incidents of assault for a firearm offense. It exceeds over 7,000. This is the country we call that the Governor General to brag and boast about, to come and live and work and raise family. When they put up all of these things on social media, the Prime Minister saying, track it, you track it, you know. Because you know, putting up propaganda news, I can track, you know. And one of his fly by night, pitch by day, so-called propagandist, Labour Party follower. So I have them, you know, I know where they are, because we're going to track them and deal with them. Fire there, must steal, you know, think a cool breeze. I tell you all the while, don't trouble Zion. But you're not listening. When you're writing a check, when you're asking cash. Anyway, we're going to say so long for another day because we have to go now. When I tell you to call, you know, I call is when I finish, when I come off the phone, you're not calling. When I come off the line, that's the time you're not calling.
Concerning the
Father, help me, oh Lord.
big day.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. We have to go now. Hold on there.
This why attention why little war property.
We have to go now. We're going to say thank you all for very much for coming on. Thank you all for being a part of the Make We Talk program. It's been nice coming over here to chit chat with you all. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe to this program. Our hearts are broken with the people also. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Make We Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. And we need to continue to see what we can do to assist our people in St. Elizabeth. If you wishes to come on board with us, hold on for me. How old is? Hold on for me. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Make We Talk program.
Hi, Jeffrey. How you doing?
I'm here looking and living, wishing to God I could do something more to help our people.
Not you alone. I join you on that. See, but it is frustrating. Make life miserable and everything. But when I sit down and analyze it, under this government, what is the plan for import the whole heap of foreign food? Him just get left because foreign and it too. See it. Foreign and it too. Texas want food right now and how much in people out of light and everything. So at this then say man plan and the creator wipe. Man plan and God wipe. Andrew they plan for import all chicken in a Jamaica. Right? And we all know that the food that are imported into Jamaica is not grown in a dirt or whatever or wherever. They grow them in a lab. Or they see them making a lab and whatever. Although they see them there Jamaica same way. Right? But they needed to now we hear that I know 6 again I 8. So look from this and I go 8. Look from this and I go he's not going to be 8 or 10.
Hold on for me. There's 61 public officials on the investigation, my dear. Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
So that 61 must include me and you.
Me?
Just let me tell you, I'm tired Jamaica always a keep.
It includes some people who work at Montego Bay College Hospital without a proper educational background.
Jeffrey, you know say you bad mind that woman there.
Me? Bad mind who? No,
What you mean?
I'm telling you something. You see me?
What?
That is
just kidding.
Hold on for me. No, understand.
Just kidding, Jeffrey.
No, understand. Hold on here. I'll say something to you. I know you're joking. I'm gonna make something clear though. You see me? That is why people don't like me, you know. Because no politician can ever say I beg them anything. I have some of them numbers where I call them and say, hey, whatever. But me not beg them nothing. And they can't give me any position when me not qualify for. Okay.
Well, me worse. And
the so-called pass-through of a metro. I can behave myself.
You're in love with Keisha Mac, or Ratigan in love with my woman. Jeffrey, we have to take bad up make joke.
What happened now?
We have to take bad thing make joke, but
of course we have to.
We have to take bad thing make joke. But anyway, where they are going, South Manchester, and I have no light all now. See it. South St. Elizabeth, I have no light all now. But the JPS people, them are work, but them, me lift my hat to them, see, because them, they understaffed, them not have enough manpower, and da, because.
And they collect so much money from the Jamaican people and then have no manpower?
Yes. Because they everything them remember saying everybody are go computerized now, Remember that, so everybody are computerized now. And then if you understand, say nature have a time when she just get vexed and just mash up everything, And computer can't fix back that. It was manpower. Right? It was manpower. One time JPS didn't name JPS Jamaica Public Service. Right? And this happened. Those amazing, everybody up and running.
So hold on, how you name now? Jamaica what?
Jeffrey, when you are attacking, I got good for your please, so let's make it on like this. So. Excuse me.
Tell me the name. You can't call it on here?
No, Jeffrey.
Oh.
No, Jeffrey, no good for ear. So make it stay right there, so I left that alone. But they are working with the little manpower that they have.
They are
They are
working
working.
like Mama P.
Yes, and them a work hard, but we just have to bear it out. But how long? That's the thing. How long? As father, how long would I say? How long? But well, the deal is it's 6 now, add 2 more to it, make 8.
Me tell you, say 61 people in the investigation. What's wrong with you?
Let me hear that the part of the argument, but me I tell you so then say it is 6, add 2 more to it, make 8. You know, see that the part there?
I wonder who them.
Me and you.
Mostly you, not me.
You wonder. But me see one video go on where they have one a parish council meeting and
I forgot to show that video, you know.
I really warming done that.
That's not warming done, man.
Oh, come here, somebody say Warmington and I'm like, no sir, him look like him, but me not think of him that.
I know what at all, man. Hold on, let me see if I can send the video before I come out here to make the people see. Oh, I can't send. I have not do certain things to send it. Hold on, let me try something else again. What is it Morant Bay Parish Council people?
Right.
They cost them one another.
The one who are criminal and who they are back road and who they are front road.
You can't go on a back road. God help the country of ours, but they never talk about back road.
And who they are back road and who they are front road. No, sir. Mr. Jamaica ever keep.
I have to do it next time because it did not going through. I'll do it next time. All right, my friend, thanks for calling in.
I am man. One love.
One love indeed. One love. All the best.
All right, cool.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, people, thank you for coming on. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Make We Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel until you hear my voice again. Remember, if you want to assist anybody in St. Elizabeth, you can reach out to me. We can make you speak to whosoever. Okay, hold on for me. Hold on. Yes, we can make you speak to a person who have a hardware down there. And they can assist you from there with command to help anybody down there if you have family members or friends down there. All right, we got to go. I want to say thank you all for coming on once more to the program. Thank you all for being a part of the program. Thank you all for continuing liking, sharing, and subscribe to the Make We Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. Until you hear my voice, may God bless you and may God bless our island home, Jamaica land we love. Have a great afternoon, everyone.
When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Make we talk. People.
Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth. Make we reason. Make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va. No upper echelon. Nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica. Make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents Yard and Broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth. Make we reason. Make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va. No upper echelon. Nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica. Make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength.